Truth.
We love her.
E3, boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know why we're here. E3 shirts are on for a reason. And yeah, see,
Lucky,
there's
yeah.
an E and a 3 in there.
There's
somewhere.
Gallagher.
We'll just
Probably
yep,
is somewhere.
see, good enough.
Yep. there's a 3 in here.
Yeah, but anyways, you know, crazy ass motherfucking videos.
Yeah, Sony's.
That's what the title is.
Sony's E3 thoughts and reactions.
He knows what he's doing. Yeah, but yeah, so here we are. So yeah, you guys, this is
the interesting.
You know, I don't know which one I look forward to more, Sony.
Like I said, one part for Sony, one part for Microsoft.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it to just one. And thankfully, let's just start off on a good foot here. The reason why we can only do one video for Sony this year is because they didn't fucking show anything.
They didn't.
5 games or something like that. It was fucking like 4 out of the 5 you already knew. Wow, amazing, Sony.
And then 2 are like a fail.
And yeah, it's like, okay, first of all, Beyond's not a real game. Sorry, because it's Heavy Rain.
Ellen Page.
It's Heavy Rain, folks. That's not a game. It's a fucking DVD or Blu-ray with interactive
Philips
DVD
CDI.
menus.
If you want to play games like that, play Dom.
That's an amazing. That's how sad the Sony brand is. That's
like
how sad.
They're giving like Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
It's like play games like that. That's what they were.
I mean, think about that. That's how sad the Sony gamer group is. That they actually
heard
are
the
so
guy that did that game.
With that.
Obviously, Heavy Rain developers. He was a frustrated filmmaker or something like that. He really wanted to make movies.
Surprise! All he wants to do is make fucking
Seriously, I heard of him game shows. He's like, he's a frustrated filmmaker or something.
You know, there's a lot of people that like those
game.
Like like people. That happens all the time. Think about all the things that people do in life, where they can't succeed at the one thing they do.
Move on to
so they just try to do something that's
medium.
that they just move us. Yeah, right. That's the same fucking shit with that guy.
Shame on you.
So no, we didn't know about Beyond, but who gives a fuck? It's shit.
You have a celebrity and a
Ellen Page with all her great acting skills.
Yeah.
Even though actually
motion cap. When you have motion cap in a game, something's wrong with your game. Or something's wrong with you.
It's like, well, you just can't see the emotion.
There's no game. Yeah, you're just
can't see like they didn't. You know, like the way that they had their face twitch. Who gives a fuck? It's not a game, dude. That's not a fucking game. And Ellen Page just sat there like a fucking dummy, staring at shit. Nothing.
It's ridiculous.
The fuck was that? I'm not amazed by some fucking psychic bitch or some fucking invisible giant she talks to. That's fucking boring shit. It was a goddamn movie. I don't want to watch that movie.
It was a scene out of the movie.
It was a long one too.
No.
And then we'll get to the other great games. Oh, look at
Wonder Book.
Wonder Fail.
God,
or it's like wonder why.
This is the lady.
Wonder why the fuck you even made that piece of shit.
This is the lady right here. She's just like, they flipped the book up.
And then like, yep, reset it. Didn't work.
Like, what the fuck?
This goes for anybody out there, and I mean anybody, that still stands up for the move or even did. You dumb fucks. Prove that fucking move was ever better than fucking Wiimotes.
How?
That Zelda glitch in E3 was like 5 seconds. This fucking thing was like the whole time. The whole time. Explain.
Yeah.
Explain why that couldn't get picked up.
I don't know what the hell's
going on. It was supposed to be so superior.
I don't know what the hell's going on in the Wonder Book.
so superior, and it was fucking.
I was watching the whole time. I was like, what is this like that? What is it? Crap game on PS3.
You know what it is? You know what that shit is? You know
Judgment.
You know what move is to me? This is the kind of people I think that actually are going to buy Wonder Book. Dumb fuckers. But also, people. No, that's what I think. I think it's like people that are like, you know, like they're like a bunch of meth heads. They sell drugs or whatever, and then they have kids though in their house, and they actually just end up trying to find something to do while their dad's getting blazed up playing Rock Band. So like when they're not doing that, they're fucking getting like shit like Wonder Book for them, and they buy it at Best Buy because they don't fucking care.
They can't afford
like because they're just shit. Like they're just shitty ideas sold to bigger idiots, and it's just stupid. And that's what Wonder Book was. We got J.K. fucking Rowling. I don't give a shit. It's not Harry Potter, you idiot.
It's not Harry Potter. Get the hell out of here.
It's like you got a shitty Harry Potter wannabe clone sorcery. You got a shitty Harry Potter wannabe fucking book. That's not some. It's just.
What was that game that had those things? It was on PS3 as like a launch title. I mean, I don't know. Judgment something.
I Have Judgment.
I Have Judgment. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
It's just another dumb idea. It's another dumbass idea, and it's not like new in a good way. It's just like, hey guys, you know, we've actually played that game before. It's called, what was it? What was it, like Cursed Memoirs or something on 3DS or whatever? Comes with the book too. Uses the cameras. It's not new.
I'm not saying the game's any better, but yeah.
But that's the point. It's like that thing cost $30 and it was a small release for Nintendo.
Yep.
Like Nintendo takes shits that are bigger ideas than fucking, you know, like what Sony can come up with. And it's like the time that they took to do that failed experiment on stage was way too long. Regardless of
enough about
Wonder Why. I'll call it Wonder Why.
They showed Battle Royale.
God. The whole game-breaking gameplay. Okay, you guys actually can't hurt each other at all until you fill up your meat after smacking each other around doing ambiguous, stupid, random fucking movements. It's like, and then only when those meters get filled up, then you can inflict damage. Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, it sounds really spammy and dumb.
Yeah, moving on.
And it's boring. Yeah,
God of War Ascension. I mean, it was
20 minutes
of practically game there probably because it's like whatever.
But it's like, wow, so this time he fights more animals than people.
These goats-looking thing, or like
animals. He's gonna cut the brain out of the elephant man. Woo! Neat. What's the Why is he mad again? Why is he mad this time? He's killed everything.
He kills Zeus again.
Why is he mad this time? He doesn't like animals? He's like, maybe he fights for like, you know, the anti-PETA group? I don't fucking know.
I can like Thor a little bit. He's just kind of get spoiled, but kind of like, he's just like,
that's what it is. It's like, it went from
Spazzy.
what was like, once a cool character is just a spoiled little bitch. Just a crybaby.
Father,
why are you fucking mad? Yeah.
Or whatever. It's
what?
Like, Jesus.
It's like, yeah, go beat your dad to death again. Yeah, good stories. Jesus. It's just pathetic. And the thing is, these are games we even knew about. It's almost like
God of War.
And like, you didn't see anything. Like, what was the other one game that they showed, I think, like, outside of this?
Last of Us.
They ended the show with that.
That was the ending of Last of Us. And
ironically, I still think that the girl in it looks like Ellen Page more than Ellen Page looks like in the other game and beyond, but whatever.
True.
Or, as for everyone else knows, Heavy Rain 2.
And Last of Us is like
Last of Us, you guys, explain this to me. This is what I noticed from both E3 shows, but I'm just going to include this at this one. Why does every game want to be Uncharted? Like, it's all just like a person getting their ass beat up,
we never saw
falling,
gameplay. It was like a couple weeks before like E3 started and they announced Last of Us, and they're like, I already knew it was going to be Uncharted. It's just like, you know,
and
Naughty Dog.
It's exactly like it.
It's just a guy with another person. You're just having another, and everyone's killing you. It's a post-apocalyptic, whatever.
But yet, even though
and Walking Dead meets I Am Legend meets Omega Man meets whatever.
Very boring.
There's no. They didn't even show any monsters. They didn't show any infected people.
It was very
cliche. It was all like survivors killing you.
It was.
What's so interesting about that?
It would have been cliche. It was very cliche. And
quick time moments. You're gonna have tons of quick time moments. Falling off ledges, probably.
Look at the graphics.
Cutscenes. Just
look at the graphics.
It looks beautiful, obviously.
But look at the graphics. That's all you can say.
That's all they have.
Just like Uncharted, right? Look at the graphics. And the thing is, you know, I couldn't seriously help but notice this year there's so many games that just wanted to be Uncharted, and I don't mean that in a fucking positive way. I mean, it's just like everyone's just not even trying to do games. There's like, hey guys, we'll just do some quick time event shit. Because you can't forget about Resident Evil. Because that was just exactly like Uncharted and shit now.
And Tomb Raider.
Yeah. It's they're like, oh fuck, I'm getting hurt, oh. And like, Last of Us was just over the top swearing.
Yeah.
I mean, I swear a lot. You know this.
Yeah, there are tons of bleeps.
That was like, I was laughing. I had like tears in my eyes from laughing so hard because it was like beep, beep. Like what? I thought it was the fucking emergency broadcast thing coming on there. It didn't even make sense.
That's real gaming now, dude. It's adult gaming.
Yeah, like that in Far Cry. It's like, come on, motherfucker!
And showing that girl like she's like naked. She's like full frontal naked. That's ridiculous.
I mean, those are not all Sony stuff we're talking about. But I mean,
we're talking about multiplats.
But there, like Last of Us was probably like it was even disappointing to me. And I didn't expect anything out of it.
No.
Because I was just thinking, it's so
it was boring.
unbelievably cookie cutter.
Just walking so slow.
Uncharted.
It's pretentious.
Yeah.
Just like
the way they run, they're like, even though like they're running like this, even though they're not really going anywhere. It just really kind of, it just looks like Uncharted.
Yeah.
And you know, this is like, hey, just go over there, I'll go over here, and I just got the pipe. They're like, really? Like that's
climb through this window.
Like, you know, and then they're showing like the shots at the end. It's just like people are like, you know, what'd be fucking awesome. You know, what's gonna win all the gamers over? Take a guy with a shotgun blast to the face.
Yeah, blood all over the place.
And that's the end of the show. Really? That's how you want to go out?
And make fun of Nintendo's end of the
show. Pretty awesome, guys. Oh, pretty cool.
That's really gamer.
It's just it's not even
trash.
It's like these are like shitty Rockstar ideas that like Rockstar would come up with, and they're like, nah, that's too dumb. That's
shock,
too gay.
Shock value. Shit.
Yeah. And how shocking is it in a game that's just copying?
If you're desensitized to violence, though, like me and him, or whatever,
and pretty much all of you guys and everyone else that's played video games,
it's nothing new.
It's not, and that's why it was boring. At least that they would show the monster types.
Yeah, but I see that.
That would have been like more interesting. But I was like, wow, beating up more Survivor people, which didn't make sense because I thought they were trying to survive. So why did they go on
the main guy, whatever his name is, like the father of it? Yeah, you attacked him for no reason. It's like, well, if you do that, you're just ignore him.
I just thought I got like seriously like between like Uncharted and I'm like, it's like Condemned. Like you're just beating up bums. Like it was just kind of like stupid. I didn't think anything special about the game at all.
No.
And I didn't understand why people thought it was good. Oh, the game was good. They had swearing and there's guns.
It's the next game from Sony. That's the best game.
It didn't look any different than Uncharted anyways.
They're moving on from Last Guardian. You know, even though I heard from Last Guardian it's not delayed. It'll come out some other time. That's what they said. It'll come out eventually. But they're moving on from that to Last of Us. Apparently it's the best game ever made now. Right? Isn't that from the Sony?
But I thought Uncharted was that game.
No, it's Last of Us.
Wait, no, then it wasn't Little Big Planet though before that?
Then it was Resistance and Killzone.
And then it was Metal Gear Solid 4. And that was... See, you get where we're going with this? It's like every fucking game that Sony comes up with is the best game you've ever seen or played or not played in your life.
Yeah.
And Last of Us was so cookie-cutter Uncharted. I don't see why the fuck they just didn't label it Uncharted 4 and just get it over with. Because it's like, so what? So you took a break for a day and you're like, oh, we're not going to do Uncharted. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
They didn't even come up with good announcements that are even like predictable ones. Like they didn't even do like the infamous 3.
Where was Sly? Where was Sly?
Oh, they just, I think they mentioned
where was Sly?
Maybe.
Show Sly.
But again, like where was, you know what? This is what I was thinking.
Beta stuff.
Yes.
Holy shit, I forgot.
This we can't forget. I think everybody, you know, Mach, this goes out to you, dumbass. You can talk about this on Skype all you want and all your little apps because there's no fucking games coming for it, asshole. No games.
Assassin's Creed.
Call of Duty, which we all knew. And not to mention, they didn't even show it. Not that it mattered.
Scissor reel. No scissor reel for Vita. If you ever have
because you only have 2 games in Assassin's Creed. Yeah. What the fuck?
Why did they show that scissor reel? I saw that scissor reel.
Because they have no games. That's not an opinion, folks.
But they have Monkey Ball, though.
Sony is moving on from the Vita. That was very evident.
Yeah.
Very evident. Because it takes more than 2 games
to come out. Did they have a conference
for
the Vita? Did they have a conference for the Vita? Little like showcase for games?
They had nothing.
Nothing.
Like they, you know, like this. Yep. Like, yeah, this goes up. People like Macho. Just like, you know, like you guys, you have to admit that to yourselves. Sony dropped the fucking ball above everybody else because before
they abandoned their handheld.
Like we haven't even done the Nintendo videos yet.
Didn't come out that long ago. They're abandoned.
It came out in February, people. The fuck? Where's your games? It looks, the PSP Go looks successful because at least you had some kind of attachment to the PSP. This thing's got no support. There was no announcements.
Sony just threw it out there just to throw it out there and just like.
Because what's important? I mean, so take away from that. The only 2 games that they actually fucking announced for Vita were what? Multi-platform games that appear on everything. Everything.
But they didn't show that scissor reel though. I saw it. It's like none of those games are worth showing because you have a Monkey Ball game and you have Tekken versus Street Fighter, more ports.
Hand-me-down, watered-down
Super Stardust Ultra, whatever the fuck. It's just like you didn't show any of that shit. You showed games and that scissor reel. Their games are already out.
Yeah.
There.
And that was really, I think, the show too. They showed a lot of games that were out for the PS3 already, and I was kind of like, this is not good.
No,
this is really not good because they must not have a lot to show us.
But anyways,
basically, I'm gonna give Sony. I'm gonna give them a D because if I give them an F, it's too easy for the fanboys to hate. They're just gonna give them a D just for that reason.
D minus.
But you know why the D goes straight down there? No new announced games outside of like 1 game. And it was stupid again. It's not even a game that's going to sell, and it's not going to be popular anyways, and it's shit. It's not a real game. And the other ones we knew about, and they're not good games anyways. And then on top of that, Vita confirmed dead from Sony themselves because they had nothing. And even their tech didn't work. Their fucking move shit didn't work. Fuck that. I'm going to change it to an F. They did fail on everything. They had no games. The games they did show we already fucking knew about. The fucking move fail didn't work, and the Vita's dead no support. It doesn't get any worse.
I think giving them a grade I think giving them any grade is kind of too generous.
Yeah, that's okay. Here we go. So, I mean, like, prove me wrong on that one. There was no games for Vita. The move didn't fucking work, and all the games that they did show outside like 1
was dead. So
was already announced. And they weren't fucking good games. So where are you going with that one? You got nothing.
But throw the Vita in the pile of more dead Sony products.
Sony's going out. We already know this industry. PS4.
But yeah, we're not going to ramble on here.
System.
Next up is Nintendo's Part 1 and 2.
They failed.
Bye.
Bye.